this section with the Daily Star, who have finally conducted the only poll that really counts, the one that has sexy MPs draped all over it.
Yeah, sexy MPs, if that's not an oxymoron. So they've done a poll to find out who the sexiest politicians are, and guess who the top two people are? Nigel Farage and Suella Braverman. And the Tories beat Labour overall as the sexiest party, and Reform UK is the third sexiest party. We could just replace elections with this. I think it's pretty much the same thing. So so Farage was number one on the men's side, followed by Johnny Mercer, and then Keir Starmer coming in third. He's got that sort of 50s style. And then Jacob...
50s style inflatable dad.
Yeah, 50s style Soviet economics. And also Jacob Rees-Mogg came fourth. On the women's side, while we still have women until Keir Starmer gets in, and it raises them. So Suella Braverman was number one, then it was Rosina Aline Khan, and then Esther McVeigh, yeah. And it's basically this is a press release from illicitencounters.com.
Oh, OK.
So this is just an advertisement.
So it's Life is Too Short, Have an Affair, the political version. Yeah.
Have an affair with Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Johnny Mercer is a bit of a matinee idol. I would never forgive him for abandoning Roger Scruton in his hour of need. But he's quite a rugged and sort of army type.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure that I see the Rees-Mogg. I mean, he's sired 7 children, I suppose. So
Yep.
Be it simply statistical.
The man's side of this is basically name recognition.
Yeah.
If you're well known enough, you're on the list. The female side of it, I think they're missing Priti Patel. Back in 2017,
I was going to say that.
There was a civil servant who got paid £25,000 for being bullied by her. And at the time, I remember thinking, in those heels, I would have paid her to bully me. So
I can't help wondering if some of the votes for Suella Braverman are just people who got confused.
Could be that. But the whole thing's meant to be light-hearted.
The kind of the sadistic Home Secretary, that one. They're
relatively interchangeable.
That sounds like a selection option on a website.
Try and narrow it down.
But the whole thing's meant to be light-hearted, but we actually had this conversation recently, and I, without really any humour, was saying, Laura Trott. She'd have got 60% of the vote. She more than 16. She'd be like 50%. Come on, have a look at Laura Trott.
OK.
Whoa.
I'm trying to remember the name. There was one under John Major, a Tory. She and her husband were both in the government at the same time. What was her name? Bottomley. Virginia
Bottomley. Yeah. What about Angela Rayner? I'm surprised Angela
Eric
Rayner's
Morecambe.